There.
Hey, get out of here!
Don't worry, Miss.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
This is our chance.
Time for a shot. Nap time. I'm okay. Time for a buzz.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. The sanctuary is but a vision! Break! Fighting is meaningless.
Huh. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Let's make it quick.
This combat needs optima. This is double speed.
Yeah! That'll take just a scratch. Rules are made to be broken.
Time for a buzz.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold it.
Just run! These
No can do, Miss Chingni. We're not abandoning you.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Chingni. We're coming to get you! Just a scratch.
Time for a buzz. Just a little something.
The sanctuary is but a vision! Break!
Yeah!
Nap time. Time for a buzz.
Rules are made to be broken.
This is double speed.
The sanctuary is but a vision! Break!
Time for a buzz. Time for a buzz.
Yeah!
That's better. Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Rules are made to be broken.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Time for a buzz.
The sanctuary is but a vision! Break!
Time for a buzz. Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qingni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by. Qingni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Qingni. It was nothing.
You Astral Express trailblazers have outstanding manners, though your allegories are a little odd. It was because of both of you that Qingni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qingni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
Ugh, you always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qingni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her. You have a unique way of putting things. But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother. Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough. But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qingni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting. Let's avoid sudden exclamations like that once we're in the palace. Remember, this is no field trip. We're having tea with the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission. We'll need to act with diplomatic decorum. All right, let's head out before it gets late.
Time to log off. Head back.
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life! You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lafu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? I don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given...
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring. Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
You too, please. Thank you for saving me, benefactor. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue...
Miss Qingni, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, what I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically.
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission. But she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Star Watcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good? I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven.
Nothing in this report makes sense. Did you?
We're here. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't... Here. Monk, this thing has a bit of...
Let me try.
Oh.
No, this reminds me of when I first...
That, but I guess don't force yourself.
Quite a different experience looking down on Starscape.
You know, there are...
Tell that I know she's right.
Why are you so
Have you heard of the... If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. That's... Mom reached for the Starskiff and showed a natural talent for flying. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter.
I can imagine.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a Starskiff, and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a Starskiff. But my mom was angry about more than that.
Parents never want their children to be in danger.
But flying... It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me.
In Stargazer Navalia?
Is it really okay to bother you two?
Indeed.
You're too kind, benefactors.
Do you... This is your... You're a great fighter, but your perception is even more impressive. No matter how well a treasure chest is hidden, you're always able to spot it. So, when it comes to finding a needle in a haystack, is there really anyone more capable than yourself?
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that's known in the sky live in a cage? Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a beautiful vase, though. A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were... Well, this is too big for a trinket.
Mom always carried... Is this?
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart.
Not yet.
If you...
No. What turned an ace pilot? My mom clearly...
Well, the General's been...
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight?
No problem. We can't help you too direct. Yes.
In that case, thank you.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Mr. Yang,
It's...
Yukong, the seat of the...
We heard that
Yukong herself is best put naturally. You are here because if you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can... Did Qingni tell you anything? If I were to turn back the Yukong of the past, she was... Yes. Large fighter starscapes need to be operated. The legend of the ace fighter pilot is incomplete without the... both at the controls and behind the turret. It's hard to imagine such contrasting... Oh, this is... Which road? I should head there myself. A divine object...
She's kidding. This object has been stored. She thought it might be a way to find out more about...
This object is no ordinary trinket. It is born... I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of abundance 30 years ago? The Xianzhou Yap, we were greatly outnumbered by the had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended, and such divine objects were forged from the Yukong as a survivor of that war.
I don't have any other questions.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind. However, perhaps it is not my place to say.
Thank you, General.
Mr. Yang, you...
Let's go.
You're here?
You too.
Well. Anyway, did you find...
Did Helmet...
I was always curious. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar.
Indeed.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend.
I can't...
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she...
Do you still remember where it was?
Vaguely. But there are so many
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Qingni.
Of course.
Yo, can I help you?
We can use this one.
Miss Qingni, I don't think the two of...
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think... I shouldn't read it.
Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes. I understand. I can tell. Let's read it together. Maybe her...
What is the meaning of this? What do you have in your hands? How dare...
Mr. Yang Min?
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yiming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she...
I've been here for a long time, Qingni. If there's something you wish... This divine object, if I remember correct, I heard the war that forged this object was only won thanks to the Rainbow Arbiter.
If Mom still longs for the sky, then what?
Perhaps Tsai's passing was too... Miss Tsai? I remember her. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned, but when it came to pilots, your mother was... It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire. Nonsense. As a Xianzhou native, I've lived long enough to remember more than the Foxian pilots could ever hope to. In the end, all the ace pilots perished. The only thing I can do is to remember them and ensure they are not forgotten too soon.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yangming.
You're welcome. I suppose you're going to go through... I can understand your position. Please don't tell your mother that you...
Got it.
Hurry, Madam Yukong.
My mom keeps lots of stuff. That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic. There are hidden compartments. Got it. This looks similar to Mom's diary. But it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai. So, I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter, I'm also her final promise to Tsai. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. I understand her a lot more now. It's fine.
You're all done? I see. Let's find Helmmaster. We're here to help, but she and I really shouldn't
It's okay. I understand. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go. Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Star Skiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
Take caution. Some
but-
people may try to blend in and infiltrate.
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant. Try giving her a little push.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say?
Is that sight? I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you,
Take caution.
I once
Some people
longed
may
for
try
the
to
sky.
blend in and infiltrate the Palace of Astra.
I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, with unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We're friends since childhood. We flew star skiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself. But those are my best memories.
Take caution.
With
Some
strike
people
out
may
into
try
the
to blend
sky,
in and infiltrate
repelling
the Palace of
demons
Astra.
and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main force and fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying stars gifts that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Luofu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
The mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear. It was the last time I spoke to Sai. Sai? Hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes. Sai.
Thank you. Yukong. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Qingmi walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up! Sai! Sai! When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen, but all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready, but I was not. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Sai, your father Guangyan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. Do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter. I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps, and more afraid of you taking after Tsai. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you, even if you live to regret it.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Take caution. Some people may try to blend in and